craziest bastards I've ever met in my life. I love everyone.
What's going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob, Kimball, Brand for a SummerSlam predictions video. Now we're gonna start this off with the big one, Brock versus Undertaker, the Beast versus the Dead Man. And what do you guys think? Comment down here. These are all just predictions, not the real thing yet. After SummerSlam, I'll be doing a review video as well. But it's so hard to tell who will pick up the victory here. There are rumors out there that, and this is every fucking year, Sting will be in the rafters setting up WrestleMania 32, rightfully so, and staring down Undertaker. That, I hope, is what happens. So, Taker picking up the win, Sting there, or no one picks up the win here and Sting is still there, or it just ends up being Taker getting redemption. I don't know. My belief is, though, Sting will be there. We all know he's there already that weekend. So why not use him in some capacity at SummerSlam, the new 4-hour SummerSlam? This will get some buzz and create a lot of anticipation toward WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. It needs to happen. So that's my prediction there. Sting shows up and confronts Taker, or at least stare him down from the rafters with a bat. Something of that nature should happen, and that's just a prediction on my end. And if anyone picks up the win, Undertaker, I think, does get the victory here, and to set him up for a nice, strong match at WrestleMania 32. It just makes the most sense. Then we have the next big match, John Cena versus Seth Rollins. U.S. title is up, and so is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So winner takes all. Why would Seth Rollins pick up the win here? I don't know. I think they're gonna play it safe heading into their biggest. They're trying to break the record at WrestleMania 32, and this is the start. SummerSlam is really time to get the ball rolling, and I don't think they have enough belief in Seth Rollins yet to carry that card that big. So I think John Cena gets it back into his hands, has both titles, and eventually drops the U.S. title to Cesaro. That's just a prediction, and I think, or even Owens, that would be fine with me. But I think that's just the way it's going to go, and probably would be best for business. I like Seth Rollins, do not get me wrong, but Cena is a goddamn beast. He can carry. All the Cena haters out there, come on, man. This guy, week in, week out, gets his ass busted and still goes in and finishes his job, and he's there for everything. He flies all over the fucking world. He does so much shit. You gotta give him credit. You just have to, okay? Bottom line. Cena picks up the win, becomes the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. Maybe that's why they did the 15-time champion. And that, in my eyes, was like, it doesn't look like he's going to win. He just designed 15-time. They got enough money and didn't do a mass production of that shirt, I'm sure. So, hey, and they could always switch it to a 16 with a new production of those shirts. It's pretty easy, I'm sure. And I'm sure they have a ton of them with no back on it already. So, that's my prediction. John Cena picking up the win, holding both belts. It's fine with me. It's definitely fine with me. Then we have Ryback versus Miz versus Big Show in a triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship, and the belt does not go anywhere here. No one likes Miz. He's way past his little stardom that he did have, and Damien Sandow rejuvenated that, but they dropped him, Mizdow character. So Miz, he'll just keep doing his thing. He's good at going to do radio show shit, and Big Show is just too... He's a monster, but he doesn't get, you know, no one cares. Simple as that, because we've seen it a million times before, but the guy is a giant. He is a monster, absolutely. But with the last 10 years, the way he's been booked off and on, it's just back and forth, so that's why there's no credibility there. Ryback, we're getting behind Ryback. Hell yeah, feed me more. Then Ambrose and Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper. Now this here, there's rumor Ambrose is going to turn on Roman Reigns, becoming heel and joining the Wyatt family, or just becoming heel. I think if Ambrose does, he's going to be that cool heel like a Steve Austin, where it doesn't matter if he's a heel or a face. He's just Dean Ambrose. So I don't think it's not really necessarily a turn. I think he'll be frustrated with something Reigns does and just snaps and maybe hits him a few times and makes him lose. But in the end, even if he doesn't, and they coincide, they work together, I still think Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper pick up the win here. Something to do with Roman Reigns having Bray Wyatt in his head's gonna fuck him up in the end. That's my belief. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, no matter if anyone turns or anybody joins in, because there was rumor also Sting was going to help out, but I believe Sting and Taker, that's the setup. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper pick up the win here, possibly start a feud between Reigns and Ambrose, who knows why, but we'll figure it out then on Sunday. Then we have the Primetime Players versus New Day versus Lucha Dragons versus Los Matadors in a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match. And the most over team right now is New Day. No doubt they pick up the win here, taking their belts back, and they're entertaining as hell. At first, I could not stand them, but they get the nod from me. So, put the belts back on them. Primetime Players were on fire there for a long time. They dropped the ball, and finally they gave it to them, and they've stunk it out. Simple as that, guys. So, put it back on New Day. Let's go from there and get some other tag teams into this. Los Matadores, they're good wrestlers. Just a horrible gimmick, stupid bullshit. It's dumb. And Lucha Dragons, they're good as well, but I don't know. They need more time. And they don't get enough TV time anyway. So it's New Day versus Primetime Players. The other two teams are just thrown in there for the fuck of it to try to make SummerSlam a little bit longer, I'm sure. Then we have Owens versus Cesaro. I believe Cesaro picks up the win here. Although, because I don't think Owens is going to win at, well, that might change up everything too. I don't believe he's going to take the belt from Finn Balor the night before NXT TakeOver. So that's a possibility. He has some type of injury, and that will prevent him from winning against Cesaro. He goes on a bit of a losing streak, and he snaps in something down the road. Who knows, by the next pay-per-view or the one after that, and we'll see what happens. But I believe Cesaro picks up the win here. He's over as fuck right now. Everyone knows that, and he has been. It's just now he's finally getting the nod to go ahead and just be spectacular. So it's awesome. Team Bella versus Team B.A.D versus PCB. PCB, doesn't really matter. There's nothing to gain here. I just believe that in the end it'll end up being some kind of confrontation between Charlotte and Nikki, and that would be pretty cool. Nikki, we all know, is going to break the Divas title run, so well, we all don't know, but we're all about 99% sure she will. We'll see what happens, but I believe that's the way it goes. And she's badass. She has improved immensely over the last 2 years. So I don't mind Nikki Bella breaking that title run. So nothing wrong with that. I do believe in the end, when the chips are done, Charlotte becomes the Divas champion down the road. Maybe even Paige just before. I don't know. But here, PCB picks up the win. Then we have Rusev versus Ziggler. I don't know. You're going to have Summer and Lana. Obviously, they're going to get into some confrontation during this, causing some big-ass distraction. And I believe Rusev picks up the win here over Ziggler. And who knows with his whole contract bullshit. It's always read between the lines crap with WWE, right? And then we have Sheamus versus Orton in another match that doesn't really matter. This could be on SmackDown for all we give a fuck. So I believe Orton picks up the win just so we can say RKO out of nowhere, Michael Cole. That's I think that's just to get a good pop. This match will probably be one of the first matches on the card, just to get the crowd pumped once we get an RKO and you look stupid chants going on, just to get the crowd pumped up, or it might be right after a boring match. So we'll see what happens. And that's SummerSlam all rolled up into one. And oh, I forgot one, because I don't care for this shit. I would like just Neville and Stardust, but you got Neville and Green Arrow, Stephen Amell versus Stardust and King Barrett. I like King Barrett, but his whole gimmick has been shit. Stardust, I think he's killing it now. I do, and he's good in the ring. So, but here, because of what it is, Green Arrow and Neville will pick up the win, and I could care less. But hey, it is what it is. Neville and Stardust. I hope that, I'm sure that feud will continue on, and it's been entertaining. And I hope that Stardust brings out more character out of Neville. Because Neville, he's still shy, it seems like. He just needs to break through and become a little more, you know, a little more crazy, a little more in with the crowd, I would say. He needs to touch that fan base. What he does in the ring, spot on. There's nothing else to improve there. He's awesome. But just getting the crowd reactions a little more facials, and I think in time he's going to be badass, and I think Stardust is going to be able to bring that out of him. So that will be, in the end, beneficial for all. So guys, what do you think of the predictions? Leave the comments down here, and go visit my website right here. And hell, can't wait for NXT Brooklyn, Ultimate Warrior Days tomorrow. We have SummerSlam Sunday, Monday Night Raw, Fallout. We'll see what happens after SummerSlam, and just building up to the next pay-per-view. It's just an ongoing cycle, and it's actually awesome. So follow me on Twitter at Rob Kimball Brand. Get some badass t-shirts at the website. You know the deal. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.